BookTube.
Hi, my name is Ashley.
And my name is Noah Maria.
We
are Two Book Crazy. We are very excited to be a part of this BookTube community.
Today we'll be doing the BookTube newbie tag by Brenda C. Thanks for creating these questions.
So let's start with the questions. Number 1. Why did you start this channel?
Well, we started this channel because we are both avid readers. We love books to death, and we were just hanging out one day and we were talking about our favorite books, and we were like, why don't we start a BookTube channel?
And I was agreeing with her, and we decided that's what we were going to do.
So here we are.
And we're really excited about it.
Yes.
Because reading has become such a huge part of our lives, and we want to share it with all of you.
Mm-hmm.
What are some fun and unique things that we will bring to BookTube?
Well, we have a lot of cool ideas that we've been brainstorming, and a lot of them we think are very unique and different. The overall way we're going to run our channel is pretty unique too. I currently live in Ohio, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Noah posts on Thursdays, and I post on Tuesdays, and then whenever we see each other again, we'll do a combined video. So, I think that's
we have a lot of ideas in store for you all, and we'll be posting updates, and we'll let everyone know what the video is going to be about.
Yep.
And you'll get to know each of us together and individually.
Yep. Our different likes.
Our opinions and perspectives on how books are important and how they should really be vocalized to kids today.
Yeah.
Put down those smartphones and let's actually read books and expand our minds.
Yes.
So we're really happy to do that.
Yep. Alright, next question.
What do you love to read?
Me personally, I love to read mystery stories. Anything with a good mystery I love it to death. I love adventure stories, and if it's got a little bit of romance in it, then that's perfect. I'm not too into legit, romance novels, but if the adventure or mystery story has romance in it, then it's yes.
For me, I'm a huge classic nerd. I love reading all the classics by Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, Emily Bronte, Arthur Miller. I just feel that the classics are so underrated in today's world. They're seen as, they're so old and ancient, and
boring.
Really, exactly, and really, they have a lot to say and a lot for what we can still use in today's time of 2018 with all the new technology and things that we use in today's world. And I think it should be of a high value of the classics, because there's a reason why Shakespeare, after 400 years, people are still performing his plays, reading the plays, and there's a reason for that. So my main thing is classics, but I also love historical fiction. I'm a huge historical geek, and I love history. I'm pretty much obsessed with it, and so I love those type of books. Romance, more like the British Victorian era of romance is what I enjoy, but Ashley, if it's in there, it's fine, but would I go for a full... No. So yeah, that's what we like to read. What book or series got you into reading?
Hooked on Phonics. I've been a reader ever since I was 5. I sped through the whole Hooked on Phonics thing in 2-3 years when I was little, because I really wanted to read. So Hooked on Phonics is what got me into reading, and I've been reading ever since.
I am new at the whole reading obsession. I read a little bit when I was younger, occasionally, but then I fell out of it, and then it was 2 years ago that I started reading back up again, and it was Shakespeare's play Macbeth that started it all for me. It was really, I was having a hard time in my personal life, and I just needed an outlet, and I know that God wanted me to find something for me to distract myself, to better my outlook on life and what was going on. So my mom had come up and asked me, Noah, let me take you out, maybe that will make you feel better, and I told her the library. Now, I didn't think when I was going to go to the library that this was going to be what I was going to be weeks later. And so I picked up the Macbeth, and ever since then, Shakespeare has really given me a lot of inspiration and has really changed my life in a huge way. And so, really, I only started 2 years ago. But I'm really happy that I started and that God wanted me to do this. So,
Yes.
Next question. What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome?
For me, it's I'm currently in college and I'm also working, so posting will be the hardest thing for me. Making sure I have the video ready and everything on Tuesday, but we planned it out pretty well. We figured Tuesday's probably the best day, so that's why I'm on Tuesday. But I think that'll be the biggest challenge for me, because I mean, I could talk about books forever. There's no end to that. It's just the actually getting the video done.
I think for me, I'm new at this whole video making and editing, so I think that's the hardest thing for me, is to learn how to get the reins on that. But other than that, I think it's going to be a great experience for the both of us,
Yes.
and even bring our friendship even closer than what it is. We're currently celebrating our 5-year anniversary, so this is really cool that we're able to make this video during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's going to be a cool memory for us when we get down the line and we look back and go, this is what we did.
Yeah.
This is what we contributed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that is a really wonderful thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we kind of already answered this question, but when we started reading, and that was for me 2 years ago, like I had said
me
before.
when I was little.
So we kind of answered that in my head. Where do you read?
I mostly read in bed or at customer service at my Kohl's job.
I like to read in my bed as well, but I also like to read on the couch or the rocking chair or anywhere I feel that is comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I always have to have a snack with me, either it be pretzels, cherries, or
Whatever.
beef jerky, whatever is my fancy. I have a snack, I'll drink tea, and I just love cuddling up with the blanket and just immersing myself in the story and feeling like I'm part of the story.
Yeah.
That's what I feel is so wonderful about being a reader and books in general.
Yep.
I mean, you can always watch the film and you can see it in front of you, but when you're...
But it's never the same.
Exactly. When you have your own imagination and you see it, that's what I think is the most beautiful thing about words and literature and books. So yeah, I like to read in a comfortable space.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the
What-
last one?
Well, really, the other question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I mostly, like I said before, a classic historical fiction person, but I'm open to reading other things that I may not usually read.
Right.
But my main is classics and poetry and genres of that like that.
Yep.
So, well, we're done with the tag questions,
Yes.
but we kind of just want to update you on what
To expect.
to expect from our channel.
Yep.
So we'll be doing a monthly TBR. We'll make it a list of 5 books,
Yeah.
or depending on when we see how the month goes.
Right,
If we're really busy, or if we have a week where we're kind of more low key, then we can add more or take some out.
Yeah.
But our goal is a list of 5 books that we want to read, of all different genres. And then we'll want to do on holidays. So during the months of October, November, December, we would love to try and tackle the 24-hour readathon.
Yeah.
We'll see if we have the stamina and the strength. I'll just make sure I have a lot of food.
And the time.
And pick the right day and time where we're going to start it.
Yeah.
But mostly those months will be, the books will be themed for the holiday.
For the holiday of the month.
So I'm thinking about reading The Christmas Carol for December. And we'll be sending out updates on
Social media.
social media. We have a Facebook page, Twitter page, and we also
our
have
Goodreads
Goodreads
accounts.
as well. And they're all on the link below. And we'll also be doing what is the hardest thing about being a reader and what our pet peeves are.
Yeah.
What kind of creative things you can do, like making different bookmarks.
And we'll
or
be
such like that.
reviewing book companies, like people who make book themed items that you can go and buy from and things like that. And we'll be doing like our single videos. We'll be doing mostly like what I'm reading right now, book reviews, like the challenge, and what was the other stuff?
And we'll also do, if we happen to read a book at the same time, we'll kind of update. Even though she's in Ohio, we can
Yeah.
update and send out our reviews for the book. And also, with the TBR, we'll try to figure out and put on the names of the books and who they're by and maybe
Yeah.
where you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I personally have loved in the past when I've watched BookTube where they actually have the actual book and they show it to you.
Yeah.
So it can give you an idea, and maybe if you're interested, you would want to read it as well down the
Right.
road.
And they show you where you can get it and things like that.
And we'll also, if the book happens to be a movie or a TV series, we'll also review on what we think
We'll
and
watch
how they did.
We'll watch the said movie or TV series
Right.
and then compare and contrast, like if they took things out or if they changed things or if
Or
they
if we didn't like it at all,
added things or yeah, or if it was terrible,
or it was really bad,
or if it was
and
really awesome, you know.
so that's sort of what we're leaning towards on what we want to do. So thanks again for listening and watching. Subscribe down below.
Yep.
And we'll have all our social media links. And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Stay fun
Classy
and poetic.
poetic.